Truck drivers have been in high demand throughout the country since the pandemic started, but many businesses are struggling to hire qualified drivers.
The country is currently 80,000 truck drivers short, and that number will double within 10 years if agencies don't address the problem. Fox 56 reporter Krista Spadaccini joins us in studio to explain how Kentucky is trying to solve the problem with younger drivers.
That's right. With new legislation, companies have the option to streamline the process and bring in more candidates, younger candidates. One option being, as I said, a trucking apprenticeship, which allows 18 to 20-year-olds to drive commercial vehicles. But some argue it doesn't matter what you do. Long hours and hard working conditions are turning away talent.
People are claiming there really isn't a shortage. There's a retention problem. Do you find that that's kind of the case here, or?
You know, I'm sure that is out there. I mean, there's certainly not going to deny that. And if people will come to work, be on time, do their job, this is a great job.
The average trucker's salary in Kentucky is $47,000, but some drivers have worked their way up to six figures. President and CEO of the state's trucking association, Rick Taylor, says it's a family-sustaining job, and drivers can make it home almost every night for dinner. That's because the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration limits CDL drivers to about 60 hours a week with 30-minute breaks consistently. Also, if drivers join the force as a teen or young adult, they don't need to worry about substantial college debt. Now, as the shortage continues to climb, chaos has risen across the supply chain.
89.2% of Kentucky communities depend solely on trucks to deliver their goods.
He continues by saying trucking is the heartbeat of the American economy of moving goods across the nation.
So the way it could impact us as a consumer, obviously, if there's more cost involved in transportation, at some point it's going to make its way back down to the consumer.
That would mean daily life in general would become unbearable. For example, if truck drivers aren't replaced, stores will run out of supplies, and that would then possibly lead to a serious food shortage. How to prevent that, the Kentucky Trucking Association is trying to recruit high school students at career fairs. Live in the studio, Krista Spadaccini, Fox 56 News.
A promising new scanning technology could help the trucking industry move forward. The California-based company Aeva has created the world's first